And welcome to season number 98. Run it back with myself, S. Soden. It is early Saturday morning. It is also my 42nd birthday, so I'm going to celebrate my birthday in style with an episode of Run It Back, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust. Lots going on in the league. As you know, we are in season number 98. Absolutely crazy to think it's been 97 seasons and counting. We are in week number 2. Lots of stuff going on, some cool content here we're going to throw your way. I don't want to make this too long of an episode here for you and put you guys to sleep, but we're going to go ahead and run it through a couple things here. First and foremost, a familiar face to the Soden Bowl scene has arrived again. Jay Wood 1313. Very competitive owner. He takes over a New York Football Jets team that was struggling. Their old owner just basically took the keys to the franchise, threw them on the desk, and said, "I'm done." And Mr. Jay Wood comes along and he says, "You know what? I will take that Jets team and I will lead them to the promised land and beat Ura twice." Yeah, that's right. He said he's going to beat Ura twice, and he can't blame the snow on a loss this time. So, congratulations to Jay Wood. Welcome back to Soden Bowl. We look forward to seeing what you can do on the field with your virtual joysticks, man. So, welcome back to Soden Bowl. Mr. Jay Wood back in the game. Now, from time to time, we do a couple fun things throughout the season. We tend to help some owners along that have, maybe struggled a little bit, or they've made a couple good selections just to try to keep things interested, also keep the rosters balanced. A lot of times, some of these owners that take over some, let's just say, lack of depth chart style teams, not very competitive teams. So we try to help them out. We have different scenarios. Last season, Rob Gronkowski was reintroduced to the league. Owners got to bid on him, and then he now plays for the Green Bay Packers. But with that being said, this one is a first for me. This was the number 1 draft pick in the league. Sargent, who does a lot of our draft analysis, he selected Harmon Applewhite with his first pick in the draft. Well, I'm here to announce Harmon Applewhite was the stud of the draft. The number 1 pick, 81 overall defensive end, is now a superstar X factor for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So you guys better watch out in the NFC North. You have a new young premier pass rusher in Harmon Applewhite. With that being said, there is one more move. Now, I got to give this guy some credit. This guy had the balls to go out and draft what he wanted, regardless of the position, regardless of, what kind of playmaker this guy could be. And here is our second dev increase for you. Fullback Joey Paulson, drafted in the first round by the Green Bay Packers coach Billy Hoyle, 31. He is only a 74 overall. He is now a superstar, 21-year-old blocking fullback. He has 90 lead block ability. Not a very much of a playmaker, but we're going to reward this guy's testicular fortitude in going after Joey Paulson in the first round of season number 97 rookie draft and having a lot of fun doing it. Well, I hope you have some more fun because Mr. Paulson is now a superstar in Green Bay. So again, congratulations goes to Coach Billy Hoyle, 31. We flip it back here to the main screen. So one more thing I want to go over. This is really cool. Actually, there's 2 more things here. I'm going to go ahead and give you a couple videos to stay in true with Run It Back. So let me go ahead and flip this over for you. Hopefully you have some audio. We had some problems with audio earlier. I'm going to go ahead. This is our Discord server. Thank you to Discord for coming out and helping us. We've got a cool little image up there now. One of our official Discord channels. You can go ahead and search us on the Discord side. With that being said, we have some awesome content here from a couple owners that I want to throw your way here. We have Revs. I'm going to go ahead. A little bit loud.
It's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets.
All right, and I apologize for blowing your eardrums out on that one. Maybe we should check the volume here on the next one. So that is Rev. Rev, congratulations with his Week 1 blowout victory of the New England Patriots, the defending AFC champs. He absolutely obliterates them, in just really accelerating with this Buffalo Bills team in one of the toughest divisions in the league. So we're going to go ahead and move it in here to his next video. This is this week, week number 2. This is when the New York Jets called it quits.
With flowers and my love hope never to come back. I see people turn their heads and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby, it just happens every day. I look inside myself and see my heart is black. I see my red door, I must have it painted black. Maybe then I'll fade away and not have to face the facts. It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black. No more will my green seagull turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a red.
And there you have it, Mr. Rev, with his second victory in a row in Soden Bowl and doing it in style. Let's just say that game brought on Mr. J. Wood as the New York Football Jets. New owner of operations. He takes over an 0-2 Jets team, and Mr. Rev moves to 2-0, having a fantastic start to the season. And we're going to finish up this highlight reel with one of my personal favorites, Mr. King of Wakanda, our draft expert.
Finish this drive off because it took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit.
And he will fight his way in, not giving up.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This is caught.
But a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And that is an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, which you also have to guard again.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. On first and goal, Gurley. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's caught. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
All right, and there's our highlight from the king himself, Mr. Wakanda, getting it done. We have another thing here that I'm going to go over with you. Going to sodenbowl.com. These guys put out some top-notch content, all of our owners here. So we have to follow it up, and we have to ensure that we provide some top-notch content. So we have a pretty in-depth website, as most of you know. All sorts of cool news. Mr. Wakanda has his own section here. His spotlight. Now looking at this, we have a new addition. If you look up in the menu, I don't think I have my cursor enabled. So just imagine I'm mousing over this, but we now have stats and more. We now have stats officially embedded in the Soden Bowl website. What's this mean? Well, it means you don't need to go anywhere. You can actually check out all of the statistical greatness of a Daddy League or a My Madden. Big shout out to mymadden.com. Some great guys out there helped us get this sucker running on our website. It is up. It is running. All of our statistical awesomeness is right here on the Soden Bowl website for you guys to see. And we had a tie right here, the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. So they tie. You look at all this stuff. I'm not going to waste your time here. You guys can check it out. Go to sodenbowl.com. Stats and more up here. You can see the teams. Stats and more is just kind of the generic front page, if you will. Here's your teams, all the up-to-date stats right there for your choosing. You can go through, look at how everybody's ranked all the way down the list here. And then you can click. Let's go check out Mr. Rev here. We can go ahead and check out this team. As you click in here, and here's your Buffalo Bills. As we talked about before, that awesome video he put out. The Bills win 45-10 over those New York Football Jets. And, of course, you can check out the depth charts. You can go to the schedule with our Game Center schedules. You can check out the stats. Going back over here to the overview, you click on Game Center. This is really cool. Those of you guys that like to do Twitter or Facebook, you guys can share your score, your box score. It has your stats, all that, the Soden Bowl field behind, your team stats, player stats, everything you could ever want and more. And then, of course, we have a standings. We have a schedule tab if you want to see the schedule. We have our standings, tracks them all the way back. I'll go to the schedule so you guys can see it. The rules tab is now moved under stats and more. And Madden 20 became Marketplace, just a heads up. So here is your Game Center. And again, it goes all the way back, as you can see. And here you go. There's your schedule. Here's all the games. You want to run down the games real quick while we're here? Packers-Patriots haven't played. The Bears absolutely demolished the Minnesota Vikings. I'm sure we'll see a video here shortly. Cleveland Browns and the Saints, like we talked about before, they tied. Revs, Bills rolling 2-0 as they lay waste to the New York Jets. Ura's yet to play the Lions. And then we have Timbo, a game that we broadcast. If you guys go to our YouTube channel, you look past through the season 98, you'll see my broadcast from earlier. Well, actually, it would be yesterday now since we are officially into Saturday. And I am officially 42 now, hanging on to those last hours of being 41. But we had T. Hoyt's comeback season. He absolutely kills Timbo. Timbo couldn't get a single break in that game. And then the king, one of the many kings we have in Soden Bowl, King X Booker, 35-28. He moves to 2-0. Another really good, solid owner. Mr. Witness remains undefeated. He wins 37-10 over Moody. And then the Super Bowl champion, Eat More Chicken, he comes out and absolutely demolishes the Niners 33-3. And then a battle of two Hall of Fame owners here. We have You're Blessed and Seahawks going up against each other, and You're Blessed gets the better of the two. And then we had my game here, my Rams, another battle of Hall of Fame owners. My Rams hosting Jay Quirk's Carolina Panthers in a defensive low-scoring game. And then coming down the list, we have the Waffle, undefeated on the season. He takes out a tough Phil Falcons team. Phil really upping his gameplay in the last season or so. And then number one draft pick going against Y-Rock 1. These two guys are like bitter division rivals. They play each other so well. And there you have it. The Philadelphia Eagles come out on top in this one. Both teams move to 1-1. And then we have the champion, Kylo Ren, hugs and kisses. He is yet to play Dusk and his Oakland Raiders. So again, here you have it, guys. This is our new stats, in-depth, in-game statistics. And then, if you're a newcomer looking at this stuff, we have all sorts of cool stuff over here. We have a rookie spotlight by Mr. Wakanda. We have our social media. We have our history, Super Bowl history, and our Hall of Famers. So some really cool stuff. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to come back in here. We're going to bring it back to the Run It Back screen, and we are going to go ahead and end this one. Happy Saturday, guys. I'll have more content coming your way. Soden Bowl owners, if you want to make some videos, make sure you send Rev or Mr. Wakanda or Timbo. Send those guys a message. They'll teach you how to make some of those cool videos, and we'll get you on the air here in Soden Bowl. So with that being said, I am S. Soden, season number 98, Soden Bowl, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust. And this has been an episode of Run It Back. Later, dudes.